So I've been in Damascus for 4 days. I don't know how much of the videos that I've made while I'm here I'm going to share. One, because I don't want to just make videos of just me talking through what I'm experiencing. I think my videos are boring enough already, but I do want to share some of the emotional process that I've been going through. So yeah, I came in with, shin pain that was, on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10. It's like a 6. It was constant. So it ramped up throughout the day. You look back at previous videos and, I even stated that, I could feel something coming on and I knew I needed to pull back. So, I did like a 10 and a 14, which is light for me. I did a 23, but it wasn't that big of a day. And then I did an 18 to get here, which was a very gentle day, And I had already made plans to take a 0 here. And then by the end of the day, that day, I'd made plans to take, 2 days. So it's not like I wasn't trying to make moves in the right direction as far as taking care of myself. It's not like I was ignoring the pain. And I think that was the first thing that really frustrated me. And it's a lesson that I've had to learn over and over again, and that life is going to do what life does. I'm aware of a certain percentage, a small percentage of what's actually going on. I try to stay plugged in. I try to listen, and it's not to say that, I'm not perfect and I'm never gonna be. And that's fine. That's fine. Is what I tell myself. But what I feel and what I experience is different than that. So there was actually a bit of anger towards, my leg, which is odd, to be angry at your leg. That, I felt like, the term unfair came to mind. Like, it's not fair. Which is a ridiculous notion, but we're not talking about what's ridiculous. We're not talking about what makes sense. We're talking about the way I feel, and honestly, the way I think. That, and that thinking and feeling can get away from me. I think you've probably seen it in a lot of the videos where I'm talking through, trying to find a different perspective than the one that is default to who I am, the self-centered, self-obsessed default. So yeah, at its extreme, the feeling or the thoughts, surrounding, what's happening to my shin were, well, you're a piece of shit, so this makes sense, right? It makes sense that no matter what you do, you're bound to fail. It makes sense that you don't deserve to finish, or you don't deserve to succeed. It's not true. Like, when I look at the past 12 years especially, and look at the things that I've accomplished and overcome and done, and yeah, not everything has been a success. I wanted to be a EMT firefighter, and that didn't work out, but not because I told myself it wasn't going to work out, because I followed that thread to the end. So not everything's worked out, but there's a lot that has. And my life has changed a lot over the past 12 plus years for the better. But it doesn't change the fact that when I find myself in these situations sometimes, man, my baser nature gets the best of me. My default setting of self-centered, self-obsessed thinking, fear, just takes hold, and it's all about, you're a piece of shit. And I find it's important to share this, because I know that I'm not the only person out there that experiences this kind of thinking, this kind of behavior. And the best I can do is just roll with it, to sit with it. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be disappointed. All those things are fine. It's it's the level to which I can experience those, internalize those, and make it all about me. And what's worse is the stories that I tell about myself. It's funny, I in the first 2 weeks, I lost 23 pounds. And I felt that was way too fast. So I added some, candy, really, to my diet. And because there's not a lot of options when you're resupplying. And I find it hilarious that I gained weight back. I'm probably eating 3,000 calories a day. I'm probably burning 4,000, 5,000 calories a day. And I gained weight? I've gained 4 pounds in 4 days just being in Damascus. Now, I recognize that I added protein to my diet, a lot of protein to my diet when I realized I wasn't eating enough. And I do believe that a portion of that is muscle in my legs. But it doesn't stop me from becoming this it doesn't stop that negative thinking that says, you're such a piece of shit that you could be in a calorie deficit, hiking, on average, 18, 19 miles a day and still gain weight. That's what a piece of shit you are. And it's not true. It's not true. So that's part of the process that I've been going through in my head through this. I feel better today. I feel a lot better today. I feel hopeful where, moments of this, these 4 days of zeros have just, been doom and gloom and hopelessness. Again, it's just where my brain goes. It goes to extremes. So the leg is feeling better. I've been taking anti-inflammatories, more than I want to, but icing. I've been rolling out the muscles in my legs. I've been stretching. I reached out to my friend Mauricio, and he gave me some things to try for the shin splint. I've been walking because I got to walk around to get food stuff somewhere, and even though I still have some pain, I think tomorrow's the day where I'll leave and I'll give it a shot. The plan is to keep the miles lower, to walk mindfully, not with huge strides and not with heel strikes, and to take more breaks and to stretch and warm up before and stretch after. I'm hoping that means that this will strengthen and allow me to get better. So one option is, of course, or one possibility is that things get better, and the other possibility is things that get worse, and there is a spectrum in between. I had 15 pounds of food. Basically, I had 6 or 7 days, maybe even 8 days worth of food. And so I took out a portion of that and I shipped it ahead to Atkins so I could get it there. And then, so that knocked my food bag to about 11 pounds, which with my current base weight, which is somewhere around 16, should put me at 27 pounds. It's still heavy, but it's not over 30 pounds. I'm also going to cut back on the candy a little bit. So, just a little bit, because there's no need to go crazy. But yeah, that's the game plan. One more night here at Lady Di's. Lady Di's has been great. Quiet, clean, comfortable. I did go down to the Broken Fiddle, which looks like a really cool place, and hang out with Chris and Leffy watching Animal House, which was fun. So probably going to head back down there later to watch another movie and get some food. So maybe I'll share some of my doom and gloom from earlier in the week, but right now I'm leaning towards not sharing the message and not the mess. Yeah. So there we are.